Alright everyone, and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, playing as the Japanese Empire, and... well, we're at war again. I don't think the historic nature of this playthrough... talking about the history, I love it. I love it. Even though I can't keep half the freaking shit straight in my head anymore. When you get to this point, and I actually think... I think after processing it a little bit and actually thinking about it a little more as I was recording the last episode, and I was sitting there and I said that to myself, and I was like, wow, yeah, no, it's really just been one of those things where it's like old information that I used to be like super into, that I used to have just right on the tip of my tongue. I could fucking recite this stuff. As I have gotten more, and it really, what it is it's financial stuff. It's financial stuff that's really starting to kind of bleed my brain of all the other historical stuff. As I've gotten more into finances and business stuff and so on and so forth, this, you know, all the fun stuff is like, no, go away. It's like, we can't have you in here anymore. Because if you're in here, we don't have enough room for the stuff that matters. And in reality, like that's kind of the sad part about it. Is in reality, there's a lot of stuff in my brain that don't matter. So, anyways, let's get into it. We're gonna go ahead and we're going to move the main fleets out. We're going to send the first fleet over this direction, then we're going to send... so first group coming out of here, second group coming out of here. Third group is going to be remaining in the port. They will be set to sea control. The second group here, they will be... or this group, the reserve group, I should say, they'll be held in position until after we finish the refits. So we'll use the first two groups to do the harassing. And then everybody else will kind of just be on defensive posture. So, sea control for all the torpedo boat and torpedo boat destroyers. The Sumas, they will be set to defend. And then the same thing will be done with these bad boys up here. Thank you. And then, of course, we have the Ibukis, which will be coming out to play as well. And then sea control. So the plan with the Ibukis is we're going to park 2 Ibukis here in East Asia, and then the other 2 are going to be planted firmly here in the Yellow Sea. I think we actually, it might be prudent have a couple here. Yeah, we'll do it like this. So we'll have East Asia, Sea of Japan. We'll split our forces like that. We definitely want to get some forces down into Southeast Asia, but we really don't have the extra forces to do it right now. So we're gonna have to wait on that. And then yeah, we're looking good. We're looking good. So, again, these 2 groups, they're going to move towards Tsingtao, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to see Tsingtao from the Chinese after they took Tsingtao from the Germans. And with our battle cruisers, I don't think they should have anything battleship-wise that should be able to catch our battle cruisers, so we should be in a really good position defensively. And because we're using the same size guns, we can fuck them up real good. And we're blockading already. Oh no, China. This is not good for you. Not good at all. Oh, hey, look at that. Our battlecruisers found an enemy fleet, and we're going to fight it. Let's go. Get to try out the Ibukis first and foremost. I love it. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Ibukis are battlecruiser slash armored cruiser design. Again, these ships, when they were first laid down, the actual historical Tsukubas and Ibukis, they were obsolete before they were even finished. There was a lot of contention in Japanese naval design at this point in time that had to do with the fact that the idea of armored cruisers being what made up the rest of the fleet versus battle cruisers. When the 8-8 plan became a thing, these things were like, oh, hey, these are way too slow to be battle cruisers. We need to rename them. Ooh, nice hit on the main tower. We're taking hits, but we're not taking anything catastrophic yet. It's mostly just partial pin HE hits, which we're going to slowly outpace. Yeah, as soon as we get some distance, it's just, unfortunately, the fleet's coming together, and we couldn't really spot where the main fleet was. But we're fine. Unfortunately, due to the weather conditions, we can't really spot them, which is a problem in and of itself. These are Mark II guns, right? Yep. Okay, good. Now we got some distance. Unfortunately, our 3-inch guns. Not a lot of good range on them. So we're going to rely mostly on our 4.7s and our 12-inch guns. And unfortunately, this is not the situation I would like to be in. Like, this is not a good situation for us because it's like we can't really see them. Yeah, the weather conditions. I wish I could see some data on spotting. But we're slowly returning fire as we spot stuff. It's just with the weather conditions out, it's just not... What time of day is it? There's no indication on what time of day it is. That tells me dusk. Okay, so we've got consistent contact with this guy, so we might be able to actually sink him. I've already sank 1 or 2 targets. Wow, the Atago here is just... It's loving those HE hits. I don't understand why they focus so much fire on the last ship in the formation. Like, it just makes no sense. That's a torpedo boat we're not seeing. There be torpedo boats in these waters. Hello, little torpedo boats. You just literally rolled in front of the ships that are kind of designed to kill you. I would not recommend being here. Now, what's really cool about these ships, honestly speaking, is like the threat of them just dying instantly. Like, ooh. Don't take that hit. Don't take those kind of hit, Atago. As I was saying. Alright, let's disengage. Not much of a first engagement, but we sank all their torpedo boats. So we sank a few things. I thought we killed a cruiser, but we didn't. Right. So, a few kills for our battle cruisers to start off the war with, and then we can also go ahead and queue up an invasion of Tsingtao. I'm sorry, Kiacho Bay? Is that Kiacho? Kiacho? Kiatsucho Bay? Is that how you're supposed to say that? I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm inept when it comes to Chinese names. I try, but I'm not very successful. Okay, let's refit the Sumas next so that we're able to roll the reserve fleet out to assist, because we still have a while before the third group is ready to roll out. I don't know why it changed these. I don't want them getting forced into stupid contact before the battleships are finished. And then we have one torpedo boat versus one torpedo boat. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I don't feel like trying to. If it was like 2 or 3 torpedo boats versus 2 or 3 torpedo boats, that's easier to work with, because then it's like, oh, it's not going to take me forever to kill the convoy. It's like, oh god, trying to kill convoys with just 1 torpedo boat. Oh no, it's not like a light cruiser where you have like 4 5-inch guns. No. I don't feel like doing that. Come on, game. I really do need to get one of my main goals after I get a few things finished up. Oh, another meeting between the fleets. Maybe a better time of day so we can actually do this. But one of the things that I'm super interested in is getting a new computer built. This bad boy that I'm using right now, this thing has been effectively rebuilt twice now. Well, the first time was a rebuild. The second time was just upgrades. But it's been like my power supply, for example, is the original power supply that oh man, come on, man. Give me give me a better time of day so I can actually spot the enemy with these ships. Fuck. But yeah, so it's one of those things where I'm like, I'm definitely feeling it when it comes to this game, and especially like American Civil War on some of the larger battles. I wish there was a way to cap like in Total War. You can cap the number of units in the different companies and battalions and whatnot. Oh, okay. This is what I'm talking about. I would like to be able to spot things, please. Thank you. But anyways, you can cap the number of units in the battalions. And so it's a lot easier to run certain Total War games because you can cap the number of units. And so you tend not to have problems with Total War. Whereas this game, or American Civil War, or American Revolution, or Ultimate General Civil War, Ultimate General American Revolution, even sometimes in Age of Sail and a few other games like those, you can run into some very severe performance issues because it's like, oh crap, I just have too many units. Now, luckily, Civil War optimized very heavily from Gettysburg. I remember playing I believe it was like a demo or a beta or whatever for Gettysburg, and Gettysburg ran like crap. Like, it was bad. All right, come on, guys. You got some light cruisers you need to kill, so kill some light cruisers. There we go. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Kill the ships you're designed to kill. These are effectively some of the best anti-cruiser ships I have. They have the armaments to actually kill cruisers quite well. Ooh, flash fire. Nice. The screaming memes. The screaming memes of this era where they can just like sail by and just kill cruisers. It's kind of great. I do love it. All right, so we're trying to spot stuff. Like, this is the problem, is we can't spot anything. And nothing's got smoke drop right now, so I have no indication where their fleet might be. That's 3 cruisers down, so that's good. And we've only taken light damage on the Otago and very minor damage on the Haruna, so like, we're doing good when it comes to damage on us. And our armor is holding up surprisingly well, given how thin it is. Like, it's like these are battle cruisers. Armored cruisers by historical standards. They're not well armored, so the fact they're holding up this good is pretty impressive. And the fact that they have 20-kilometer freaking range on their... Like, this is the thing, is we could be sinking ships like crazy if we could actually spot things. Alright, we're going to go ahead and disengage again. I just don't feel like sailing into the enemy formation and losing one of these ships for no reason. Like, 3 cruisers, I'll take it. It's a good little engagement, little drive-by with the battle cruisers. And it's just the constant whittling down of the enemy fleet. It's kind of what these ships are designed for. Admiral Spey with his Pacific fleet, or Pacific Squadron, the Far East Squadron. You know, this is kind of what they would have wanted to do. You know, just hit, run, hit, run, hit, run. What was his name? Volker, was that his name? The okay, we got a refight using just the Haruna. Interesting. All right, let's see what we can do. But the point is that the the guy, I believe he was the captain of the Emden, literally said, okay, I'm going to fight on the sea as long as I can, and then I'm going to beach my boat and then proceed to fight on land. And he was the terror of fucking Africa. Like, the dude literally said, no, I refuse to surrender. And that's exactly what happened. Like, he was just like, no. I refuse. It's a pretty good looking ship, though. I do like it. I do like it. Alright, it's an even better time of day, and we're still having spotting issues. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, give me those wild secondary battery hits. Ooh, nice hits on the cruiser there. See, that's the thing with this type of engagement where I can spot them and I'm at decent range. Like, you know, we're at 5.8 kilometers for this level of engagement. That's pretty far. I've already sank the armored cruiser. And these light cruisers, like, we should just, or protected cruisers, as they would be referred to, maybe. Yeah, protected cruisers. Alright, them dropping that smoke screen's a problem. I don't want to get close enough to... Alright, let's turn it this way. I don't want to turn in, I want to turn out against them. Get a little extra range from them. Ooh. I don't know how that didn't pin, but okay. You already... Ooh, nice hit, nice hit. That should probably actually put him down. Ooh, more nice hits. Alright, let's turn out this way again. Yeah, okay, there's one more down. We might be able to eliminate this whole task force right here with just this engagement. With only the Haruna. Like, we only have a single ship, and we are currently trouncing them. They're not doing good. Okay, enemy battleship is trying to close the distance a little bit. I don't don't like that. Now they're only 10.2-inch guns, so they're not like super scary, but they're scary enough. Battleship guns are still battleship guns, even though they're lighter caliber. Alright, if I take any more damage, I'm gonna pull off of this. I'd like to sink at least one more cruiser. So if we can get lucky and just take out one of them. Ooh, nice. Alright, good hit, good hit, good hit. Flood, flood. Main gun destroyed. And enemy battleship is sunk. The cruisers get to die now. Oh, man. I was scared of the battleship, but I'm not scared of you. Unless you guys get incredibly lucky with a few flooding hits, you ain't gonna fucking put me down. But I'm gonna put you down. Ooh! Ow! Okay, that was... Damn. More damage than I'd like. That one's down. We're going to close the distance, even though this could be a little dangerous. We're going to close the distance so that we can try to... So... Try to spot them. Put down. Time to put down the Yuzon, and then we're done. I love how after all these engagements they're already seasoned. These bad boys are gonna have to go back to port though. Get some repairs. But, let's be frank, they've done a fucking excellent job. 10 out of 10 would build more of these. I think they're dead, Jim. I think they're dead. Jesus. Mind you, there's still more of that fleet. There's still more of that fleet, but we just wiped out a good third of them with a few engagements, and we were having problems actually keeping them fucking lit up so we could actually hit them. I have to remember when I do a refit on these guys, because I'll keep them around for a while, but when I do a refit on them, I have to do better towers, because apparently the towers on these suck. Alright, let's get these bad boys back into Vladivostok for repairs. They've done admirably. Like, that's what that fleet's down to. 2 battleships, 1 heavy cruiser, 2 light cruisers. That's what they're down to at this point. So that's pretty solid work on their part. So I do like that. Real quick, so the Sumas are almost finished. So we'll get the reserve fleet into action here soon, and then these guys are going to go back to port to repair and refit. Let's go ahead and have the battle cruisers from the Sea of Japan replace the ones here. And then we have a strike going on here. It's a port strike with our torpedo boats against their torpedo boats. I'm not going to do it simply because there's no point. You guys might be a little confused by that, but unfortunately, torpedo boats against torpedo boats, or destroyer versus destroyer, is annoying, because you literally have to try to hunt down destroyers and torpedo boats and shit like that, and it's like, okay, well, the AI might not actually be able to find them, and then if you're off by even a little bit when searching for them manually, you could literally just skip over them completely. So it's like, well, yeah, screw you guys. We are very handily taking Tsingtao, so I'm liking that. And then the battle cruisers need to do that, and then we're good to move out the reserve fleet. So go ahead and move these guys down here. Oh, I did not mean to move the torpedo boats out. Those need to stay in the port for garrison and patrol duty. All right, convoy. Yeah, still, I would still want like 3 or 4. I don't want to fight that. It's like it's going to take forever. Actually, how many transports? 1. Oh, okay, it's 1 transport. Never mind. Never mind. This is fine. This is fine. But like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. Of course. Of course. I agree to accept a battle, and then it's... No. No. I don't care. Get me out of here. Thank God it's not Age of Sail where things can capsize. Oh, actually, it's really funny. So I went and looked up a few things. Apparently, if a ship is partially flooded on Age of Sail and you make too hard of a turn, it can capsize the ship. I did not know this. I did not know that was a thing in that game. But apparently they do model that. And I was like, oh crap, thank God that's not a thing in fucking... Thank God it's not a thing in fucking... in Dreadnoughts. Thank God. Alright, well, I guess we're doing a little running away because, well, I don't feel like dealing with this. 1, I'm not going to be able to spot them anyways. It's just not going to happen. Next to torpedo boats and destroyers, transports have the lowest spotting distance of, or the lowest detection distance of any other ship. So... Come on. Let me out of here. Thank you. German battleships were so aesthetically pleasing. On an aesthetic level, I go German, Japanese, American. I like pagodas. I don't care who you are. I like pagodas. Fuck off. If it's about the aesthetics, I am definitely favored against the U.S. Even though U.S. ships do look, they look fucking delicious. But if I had to choose one for purely aesthetic reasons, all right. So let's. So we refitted those. Let's go ahead and we'll continue these refits as we're going. No point not doing so. Actually, a lot of these torpedo boats, because they're already in port, we should be able to just refit them. Except for the kamikazes. The kamikazes, I think, are... Well, actually, some of the kamikazes are in port. The ones in Sasebo. Dun, 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. All right, and we cycle the turn. Hold on. All right. Damn it. five cargo ships, and I have 2 torpedo boats. And these are Harabusas. They're not the ones with all the 3-inch guns. They're not the kamikazes. These are Harabusas, which have the mixed. Oh wait, wait, what? I thought the Harabusa. Interesting. Okay. I thought. I'm confused. Oh, what's going on with my game? Did my mouse just die or something? I cannot command these guys for some reason. Yeah, something just bugged out. Yeah, something just bugged out hard. Un momento, por favor. Alright, and welcome back. I don't know what happened there. There was a very obvious issue going on because I could not actually command the ships, the torpedo boats. I couldn't command them at all. So I'm like, I'm not leaving this up to the AI. Like, I'm not doing that to myself. Okay, now we have... Alright, now we have actual freaking control. I don't know what happened there. It was letting me do everything else, but it wasn't letting me... That was weird. Very, very weird. But, hey, we'll just roll with it. Dun 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 dun. Hey, look, enemy transports. Now, are these armed transports? Yeah, they are. So we do not want to get close to these. Or else they bite back. Too bad we don't have longer range torpedoes, because this would be hilarious. Just like have like 8 kilometer torpedoes and just be able to just stand off at this range. You're like, haha, you can't hit me. And see what I was talking about? These light guns don't do a lot of damage, and so these transports take a while to put down. Alright, cool. That's 2 down. I just don't feel like risking my torpedo boats to get in close. Oh, he's dead in the water. Or borderline dead, I should say. Alright, we'll close in on this guy since he's solo at this point. The other transport is obviously buggered off with the torpedo boats. So we will close in for the Mont Ka on this one. Oh, there he is. Okay, okay, so you turn off your torpedoes. You fire your torpedoes. Wow, that one went wide. I don't like being this close to the transport where it's able to return fire at me, but they haven't hit me yet. Yeah, well, there they go. They finally hit me. What's their gun arrangement? Oh my god, there's so many guns on these things. Why is there so many? What? Look at this. There's so many 2-inch guns on these. Alright. Focus this guy, put him down. Close in for the kill. Oh, blew a torpedo. We like that. Actually took out his torpedoes completely. Oh, I didn't want you firing that, but oh well, whatever. Took a flooding hit. It's fine though. Alright, we're gonna go in for the attack on the for an attack on the transport with the torpedoes. Fish in the water. There we go. Very nice, very nice. All right. Yes, please give me like 4 torpedo boats in that situation so I can kill things faster. Can I go? Really? I gotta... Of course. Because this game hates me. They fucking hate me. Alright, well, everybody, we're going to sail the other way because this game despises me. Because it's making me try to chase torpedo boats with light cruisers and battleships. Obsolete battleships, even. Which, actually, let's look at the Mikasa. How's she looking with those brand new guns? Looking pretty snazzy. Looking like a real warship. I do like these older style warships. There's a at the USS Wisconsin Museum, actually, there's a model. They have models of a bunch of different older ships of this time period, or well, earlier time period, 1890s. And getting to see those older models, I was like, oh man, dude, like 1890s was such an aesthetic. It's like, oh damn, I like this. I like this a lot. This makes me feel a certain way. Watch, the torpedo boats are coming in at us. Wait. The Mikasa has 3-kilometer torpedoes. They have 3-kilometer torpedoes. That's great. Like, we're just gonna keep upgrading them until finally, like, well, we're gonna eventually just have Mikasa as a museum ship. And eventually she's gonna have like 30-kilometer torpedoes. Everybody's just gonna be like, why? Why don't just scrap it? No, I will have the museum. And it will keep getting upgrades because I say so. Alright, so we're halfway through the invasion of Tsingtao, which is great because that will really really solidify it for us. And then hopefully, how long are we looking at? So we have a year for the Kawachis. We have 6 months on the Chikumas. So we still got a while on the Chikumas, but that's fine. We're looking good. We're looking good. And we've got so much presence here. Yeah, we've got a lot of projection right now. So that's good. Our convoys are basically safe. I'd love to fight a convoy battle where I have to defend the convoy using my battle cruisers. It'd be like, you need to leave now. Like, don't speak to me or my son again. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta record. For this week for Saturday's video. Oh my gosh. How fast are you? 19? Oh, well. You're fucked. I'm just gonna turn. I'm just gonna let the battleships just kind of go off in the distance. Like they're just gonna go. They're just gonna go. They're just gonna go. And then all of a sudden 8 cruisers just descend on this one poor cruiser. Like, oh no. Oh no. All right. Boys, go get him. These guys, they're just gonna go off. They're gonna go do their thing. They're gonna go on a lovely fishing trip. Go catch me some swordfish, boys. We'll eat good tonight. Actually, if you guys have never had swordfish, fucking delicious. It's so good. It's probably one of the meatiest fishes that you can get. And it's got, I can't remember if it's been a while since I've had swordfish. When I say a while, I mean it's been like 10 years. I remember it sticking in my head. But there was two. I can't remember if it was the swordfish or the other fish, but it had like a buttery texture in your mouth, and it was just so good. And then I remember the swordfish specifically being very like meaty. Like it was just like you felt like you were biting into like almost a salmon. And I can imagine if swordfish can remind me of salmon, I think that might be the buttery texture in my mouth. Unfortunately, the problem is, again, it's been like 10 years since I was down south. So that was the last time I had swordfish. Up north, we eat a lot of salmon. Like I eat a lot of fucking salmon. Come on, let's spot him, boys. We gotta go. This feels like almost like one of those situations where you're like, you and your friends get together to go jump a dude. Like we're just on a stroll, bud. Why don't you come over here and have a talk? Actually, let's take a look at the Suma. Yeah, she's looking pretty snazzy. She's an old girl, but she's a good girl. Alright, it's still saying northeast. I figured we would have caught up by now. Alright, well, guess not. Alright, that was kind of weird. I don't know how we didn't catch up. But it's cool. Oh, my lord. My lord, my lord, my lord. Oh, I apologize. Stretching. Alright. Lots of action across the board. Alright, so we have 2 more turns on that. I don't want to do these. It's like, no. Just no. Alright. Oh, and the battle cruisers are done being worked on, so we'll deploy these guys back into the Sea of Japan. And again, these guys, like regular veterans. Oh no. Our crew, what's our crew training right now? It's still cadets. It's still considered the average training of the crew pool is cadets. But we have ships where it's like, oh no, our crews are freaking ballers. All right. So we have quite a bit going on at this point in time. So we are, again, 2 turns away from taking Tsingtao. We'll then hit northeast China. I really wish the army would get off their asses and take Manchuria and whatnot, start working on taking the inland stuff. It's really annoying that they haven't done this yet. So I would really like the army to get off their asses. What is the situation with the army? So we're at 65% logistics. Like, this should be no problem. I don't get it. What's our tonnage versus everybody else? Oh, shit. We actually have the second largest fleet in the world tonnage-wise. Okay. I dig it. But yeah, I guess that's just what it is at this point in time. We're close to getting Mark II 8-inch guns. Building the Kawachis. You know, we'll have three pretty strong task forces. Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call this video here, guys. We'll leave the rest of it for the next one, because we'll start getting into the preparations and a few other things. We also need to start working on this a little more, I think. Start working towards those newer battle cruisers. Somebody mentioned that the battle cruiser 2 is the proper hull for the Congo. So I want to get the Battlecruiser 2, and I want to compare Battlecruiser 1 to Battlecruiser 2 and see what's going on there. So we'll decide which one fits more based on that. And then, yeah. All right, guys. I love you all. I'll talk to you later. Have a good one.